Hey everyone, I'm Alan Hahn. Welcome back to the Knicks Fix. The preseason schedule begins Thursday in Abu Dhabi, so I thought it'd be a perfect time for your favorite topic. Probably the most asked question I get before every season. Predict the starting five. Mike Brown made it clear he's considering all options with his starting five and said that it will materialize during camp. Two of the most likely options for Brown include the usual five from last season with Josh Hart at the 4 spot, Cat at center, or a look we saw in the playoffs with Cat at the 4 and Mitchell Robinson at center with Josh Hart coming off the bench. The five-man unit that Tom Thibodeau went with last season had Towns at center, Hart, Anunoby, and Bridges as the interchangeable wings, and Jalen Brunson at point. Now, that five-man group played a league-high 940 minutes together during the regular season and also a league-high 335 minutes together in the playoffs. That group had an offensive rating of 117.7, which was the best among five-man units in the NBA that also played top 5 minutes together. In the playoffs, however, the efficiency dropped to just 108.7, which was then the lowest among those five-man groups that played top 5 minutes together. So that leads us to the other option. When Robinson returned to the lineup late in the season, a new look emerged. In the playoffs, we saw Towns and Robinson as a frontline tandem for just about 65 minutes and in 6 playoff games. It was a small sample size that had a better offensive rating in the playoffs at 114.6, but an overall net rating of minus 3.7, so suggesting defensive issues. Now, to be fair, again, it was a small sample size. So when Brown talks about his vision for the Knicks offense this season, it does sound like he's hinting at the idea of moving Towns to the 4 to utilize his ability to space the floor as a three-point shooter. That's how it worked in Minnesota, of course, when Towns played next to Rudy Gobert. In regards to Towns, Brown said this, quote, "We're going to move him around a lot. He's not going to just play the 5, so he'll be all over the floor," end quote. Well, how does Cat feel about it? He said, quote, "With Josh, I step into my traditional center role, which is something I've been known for early in my career and recent in my career. I've been playing as a 4, too. With Mitch, it allows me to kind of tap into that experience. I've found ways to be successful. So regardless of if it's Josh in the game or if it's Mitch in the game, I feel very confident with either one of them that we have a great chance of winning," end quote. Hart said last year he didn't like the idea of coming off the bench, and last week still maintained he believes he's a starter in the NBA. But he stopped short of saying that he'll have a problem with coming off the bench if that's what he's asked to do. Quote, "At the end of the day, it's what's best for the team. It would be extremely selfish for me to go out there and demand to start. Whatever Mike wants or doesn't want to do, I'm cool with it." Now, on a side note, Hart did reveal something that could impact the decision. The shooting hand ring finger that bothered him last season, especially in the playoffs, it required a procedure to fix. And then he told us he re-aggravated it recently, which means he'll be playing through it again this season. He said he'll probably just wear a splint and try to fix it next summer. Also admitted it may take some getting used to, but he believes it's the best scenario for him right now. Now, some might suggest he get it repaired now so he can be right for the bulk of the season and, of course, the playoffs. But Hart doesn't want to miss any time. He said, "I want to be out there with these guys." Of course, that can change if the finger limits his ability to help the team. It clearly impacted his ability to shoot the ball, and opposing teams often left him open as a result. He certainly is aware of it, but it is something to watch early this season. So when the Knicks take the court in Abu Dhabi, it'll be interesting to see what kind of lineup Brown goes to first. What starting 5 do you think would be best for the Knicks this season? Let me know in the comments, and while you're at it, hit subscribe so you don't miss any of my Knicks content this season. And of course, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.